Well, if you thought March would start quietly, think again. Hey everyone, happy Monday, March 2nd. I'm Endrit Sella, and this is Capital Markets Quickie. Let's jump into what's driving the week ahead. Quick note before we dive in. Today's episode is brought to you by AMF Capital Asset Management Frankfurt. Learn more about our funds and strategies at amf-capital.de. All right, let's dive right in. Over the weekend, investors were hit with a fresh wave of geopolitical tension. On Saturday, the United States and Israel launched a joint military strike on Iran. President Donald Trump called on Iranians to overthrow their government, and Iran retaliated with attacks on Israel and several Gulf nations. So markets are kicking off the first trading week of March with elevated uncertainty, and traders will be watching closely for any further escalation. Now, beyond geopolitics, this is a big macro week. Friday brings the February jobs report. In January, U.S. employers added 130,000 jobs, more than double what economists expected. However, prior months were revised lower, reminding investors that the labor market may not be as strong as the headline suggested. On Wednesday, we'll also get the private sector ADP employment report. Retail sales data for January are also due on Friday. December showed consumer spending basically stalled, and with labor momentum in question, investors want to see whether demand is stabilizing or slowing further. On top of that, the Federal Reserve releases its Beige Book this week, offering a snapshot of economic conditions ahead of its March 17th to 18th meeting. We'll also get manufacturing and services survey data for February. Now let's talk corporate calendar, because it's packed. Apple kicks things off today. After teasing a big week ahead, the company is expected to announce several new products, possibly including the iPhone 17e and a lower-cost MacBook. A special Apple event is scheduled for Wednesday. On the earnings front, semiconductor designer Broadcom reports Wednesday, after previously projecting that its artificial intelligence-related revenue would double this quarter. Marvell Technology follows Thursday. Cybersecurity firm CrowdStrike also reports, as software stocks remain under pressure amid artificial intelligence disruption concerns. And it's not just tech. Retailers step into the spotlight too. Target reports, with its relatively new Chief Executive Officer Michael Fidelki looking to build momentum after a tough 2025. Costco, Best Buy, and Ross stores also report this week. So geopolitics, jobs data, consumer spending, central bank signals, big tech earnings, retail results. Yeah, March is not easing us in gently. Let's see how markets digest it all. Alright, that wraps up today's Capital Markets Quickie. Join me again tomorrow morning for more market updates. See you then.